Hey, I'm Daniel Yoxheimer, and I'm just talking about TV shows. I watch a lot of television. Um, Sometimes I talk about politics and a lot of ranty stuff, but what relaxes me is just talking about television series, and a lot of really awesome TV shows that I enjoy watching, like House of Cards and The Walking Dead and Mad Men and Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad's concluded, but a recent television series that's concluded that I'm actually not. I wasn't a huge. I watched it, but I wasn't a huge, ardent fan of How I Met Your Mother was on for a long time, and I like the people in the show, and I like the actors. I thought they were talented, but I wasn't that. It was kind of a Friends sort of show, and the premise of the show is, if you don't know, well, recently the series finale aired, and they concluded the program and everything, and you found out how he met his mother, and it was kind of, the chick part in you. If you're a dude and you have a little bit of a chick flick part of the show got to me a little bit, even though I could have written it myself. I don't think it was the most brilliant piece of written television, but it was really endearing and cute and all that stuff. But I didn't quite get. The show was on for a really long time, because it was one of those shows that was on. It's like, wow, it's been on since 2005. It's been on for 9 years. It's 2014. This show's been on for 9 years. Barney and Ted and Robin and what's the couple's name? Lily, and I can't think of Lily's husband's name now, damn it. But anyway, so the series finale, I didn't actually watch. I watched it sporadically towards the last half of it. I watched the first half of it and then forgot about it, and even forgot about how long it was on, because I was watching other shows, Breaking Bad was on and shit. It's like, I'm not, come on. The trials and tribulations of Walter White, ex-chemist teacher, fucking meth drug lord, was more interesting than How I Met Your Mother. But Ted Mosby's journey to find the mother of his children, and the one to start his more domestic life with, as opposed to his single life with. The Yellow Umbrella woman, the whole Yellow Umbrella. There was an episode with a Yellow Umbrella, and anyway, you have to watch the show. But anyway, the Yellow Umbrella is the symbolic thing throughout the series that eventually brings them together. And I'm not going to get too much into that in case you haven't seen it. But spoiler alert, okay, she meets the mother, and it's just, really adorable. Brunette, big almond eyes. The character's name was Tracy, I believe. Horrible. The thing is, he meets the mother of his children that Bob Saget has been doing the voice of Ted Mosby later in life, because he sounded like Bob Saget all of a sudden. So they didn't really address that, but anyway, that was weird. So he meets his mother, and she's a great gal. She's a bassist in a band, and meets him at this place. And this woman I think at the train station, this old lady says, "Oh, go talk to her." And then she's just right there, standing there in the rain with the yellow umbrella. Ted goes and talks to her mother. All the while, Lily and Marshall, Lily's husband, they have kids. Marshall's a lawyer. Marshall eventually gets promoted, whatever you want to call it, promoted, becomes a judge and all this stuff, because they're yuppie white people, and it's a typical American sitcom where everybody's like a young urban professional, as opposed to, working some shitty job. So, anyway, thought I'd point that out. So, Robin marries Barney at some point in the series. I didn't really go back to that. I really didn't remember that. But the Barney, the pussy hound, played by Neil Patrick Harris, who was cool. He was really funny and everything. And Barney and Robin were Barney. Robin didn't want a kid. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. I don't want to go into it. So they get divorced, but they all remain friends somehow. And they keep kind of going to the near future, like up to 2019, and I think at 2019, holy shit, holy fuck, I'm going to be old. But anyway, it's 2014 now, so it's 2019 or whatever, and then eventually, I think around that time, Ted marries Tracy, the woman, And then he's already had 2 kids with her, these kids that he's been talking to about how he met their mother. And the mother gets sick. And the woman, it's weird, the whole time, the woman that Ted meets, that is the mother of his children, that he's been going on about for the entire series, is barely in any of this, really. She's kind of, sort of the MacGuffin in a Hitchcock movie. Just sort of, kind of there, if you know what I'm talking about, and you have to go back, you have to be a little bit of a cinema geek. The MacGuffin is the thing in the, that Hitchcock used in the movies. It didn't really mean anything, but it was part of what kept the plot going, but that wasn't in and of itself really what the movie was about. So, anyway, so Ted's wife is kind of this inconsequential character, and the fucked up thing about it, and I'm going to just go to this, which is really kind of was fucked up, because kids would never do this. They always referred to Robin, Ted's other old flame, as Aunt Robin, and the 2 kids that Ted's talking to in the future, when Ted's behind the desk, and he's got the gray hair, and they kind of age them in the cheesy way that they age them, and he's like, and they're just like, moms, they go to a point where the mother of their children is sick. She's just in a hospital bed. They don't know why she got sick. Ted's there by her side, like a caring, dutiful husband. But she just dies. She's gone. That's it. We don't know how she dies or what she got sick from. Doesn't fucking matter. So the kids are there, and Ted's talking to the kids, and the kids are like, well, you should call Aunt Robin. Mom's been dead for 6 years. Even if Mom's been dead you're going to encourage you. Basically, during this time, Aunt Robin, who's never hooked up with anyone since she married Barney, or at least seriously, has been the safety net for Ted for whatever reason, de facto safety net, because the mom of their children died, and the kids are going to be like, yeah, you should go. I mean, yeah, I guess you would ask your dad to move on, but Robin was kind of like the other, even if he wasn't having sex with her, she was like the other woman pulling on, you know what I mean? That was the other love of Ted's life, so really it was like kind of, what was the mother was just someone that had to like die. Gatsby, my cat Gatsby's getting out there. So the mother was just like someone who had to die to facilitate Ted getting back with Robin in him, because that's what happens. Ted years later goes back to Robin's in the very same apartment, but it's the future, so it's kind of, they made it quasi-futuristic looking. And so, as time moved on, Ted, at this later point in time, I think it's 2020, or about 2020, this is 6 years in the future from now. He goes to and he's got the blue horn, because earlier in the series, Ted was trying to romance Robin, and there was something about a blue horn. Anyway, the blue horn was in her apartment. Ted was trying to basically try to really romance Robin way back in the day. It didn't work, and because Robin was afraid of commitment or some shit. But they killed the mom off. Like, just the mom dies. Like in fucking Barbara Hershey and Beaches. It was fucked up, man. Call me, I'm a little dated. I'm 40 years old, okay? And I've seen a lot of sitcoms, man. I've seen Norman Lear sitcoms, man. I've seen some well-written shit. So, not that this was terrible, but it was just like, seriously. You know what I thought would have been cool, and this is what my thought was the whole time, because I was thinking of Wanda from Doogie Howser, Lisa Dean Ryan, the actress who played Wanda, which was, Neil Patrick Harris's love interest during Doogie Howser. She hasn't done any work in a while. She's completely gone out of acting. I think that would have been the real Hail Mary season finale. Like, wow, because everybody would have wanted to see that. That would have been cool. Barney finally finds the love of his life, and they sort of do a whole retro bullshit thing. It would have been a cheap shot, but at least it would have been cool, a little bit cooler than what they did. It would have been, I would have been like, that's cool. They actually got her to come out of retirement. Lisa Dean Ryan, she's my age now. She's 40, 41. Just get her to, her and Doogie hook up finally again, bring things full circle. And I know Neil Patrick Harris is gay in real life, but that doesn't matter for the sake of the character of Barney, and just to do some little bullshit thing, you know? I mean, whatever. It would have been... It would have added to it. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't a terrible series finale for a sitcom of that caliber. But it was on for 10 years. It was just really... They killed the mom off. And the mom was kind of this... Yeah, it was, again, the Hitchcock MacGuffin. And that's what it was. It wasn't a real... And thanks to my going to cinema class in college, I learned what that was. But... although I could have looked that up on the internet anyway. But... Anyway, yeah, How I Met Your Mother, that's how it ended pretty much. The mom died, and Ted goes back in the end of just before credits, and they do the whole series ending where they show everybody's, they do a shot of everybody from the series, a memorable shot, and show their name, do the whole series ending thing. Ted is holding the blue horn outside of Robin's apartment, and that's it, and Robin looks touched, and they're going to get together, and Robin and Ted are going to spend the rest of their lives together, and that was the end of the series. But the mom got to die of a disease. It's like, that actress said, she felt so good about that role. It's like, hey, we need you to come in at the end of How I Met Your Mother and die. You got to have Ted Mosby's kids, and you're going to die. So that was kind of, I don't know. It wasn't terrible, but it was kind of a little bit. It was, I mean, shit, okay, I cried a little bit because I want to marry my fiance and I want to, do that stuff, so it sort of got to me a bit, because, but, yeah, that was the ending of it. The ending of the Breaking Bad was a lot better with the whole, like, machine gun popping out of the old Cadillac and gunning down all those Aryan Nation fucking meth dealer guys and saving Jesse. I thought that was a way better ending to a TV series. Breaking Bad is pretty much it. I will even almost put it just a smidge above Walking Dead, is it The Walking Dead? Fuck yeah, it is. I have the comic books, I should know this. The Walking Dead. And the video game. I play the video game too. I'm a Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. I even got this, The Walking Dead. Great fucking show. But yeah, How I Met Your Mother, that's how it ended. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.